Hey guys, just want to do a little spinner review, and this will be my very first spinner review where someone sent me spinners for free. I've got 3 right here, and they are pretty amazing looking spinners, and I'll show you exactly what I made in just a minute. Uh, they were sent to me by this company, and I hope I do not mess up their name too bad because I cannot speak Chinese. It's Jin Shin Yu Electronics company in China, and they contacted me and said, hey, would you like to review our spinners? I said, sure, send me a couple of them and I'll be happy to do an honest review of your spinners. So let me show you the packaging, which is pretty amazing. Like I said, I got 3 right here. This one looks like your typical black tri-spinner, but it's not. I'll show you that in just a minute. Here is this one. This is one of the, I'm not sure what it is, what you would call it. It's a tri-spinner, but it's an alloy metal. And then we have one of the more common plastic spinners, and it is a very nice spinner. So let me open this up because I like this one the best, so I'll show you this one first. It is very nice. I like the case. I really like the fact that they put it in a cutout, this foam cutout right here, to give it a nice look. And here is the most amazing part. I don't know if you can see this or not. Look at how the caps are made, how they have their beveled edges, how they got the indent for making it so that it's easy to do tricks and balance it on one finger. But it's very hard to show on camera, but this is actually an aluminum spinner. This is the first aluminum spinner like this I have seen that would, compare to the plastic one. So that is pretty amazing as far as I'm concerned. And I can see the actual striations on the metal where they cut it out of the aluminum, but it's very hard to show it on camera because it is black and getting the reflections just right. So it's very hard to see. But let me take the cap off real quick, show you the insides. I mean, I like the way this thing feels. It is amazing, and I kind of feel privileged to have one of the very first ones I've ever seen, or the first one I've ever seen. Yeah, so it looks like the smallest stainless steel bearings I've ever seen, and they are pressed in, so these are not removable, but being so small, that means they have a very, very low rolling resistance area, which means this spinner should spin for quite a while, probably at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes based on my previous experience. I have not timed this one yet, but I will do a timer for all 3 of these spinners to show you the time. And I just can't get over how nice this aluminum feels. I wish I had all colors of this one. I wish I had found this one a long time ago. I wish I could buy this one. So let me put this case out of the way, and I'll set that one aside, and we'll get back to it in just a minute. And here is the tri-spinner. This one is gold in color, if you can't tell. With the light reflecting, it may look kind of copperish or maybe even silver, but it is gold colored. And once again, it does have a foam insert here, which is very nice to hold the spinner. And I like the window on both of the cases so that you can see your spinner and what you're carrying around, and you can kind of show it off to your friends without having to open the case up and maybe drop it or get garbage on it or anything like that. But yeah, this one it's fairly lightweight, so it may be aluminum or it might be an alloy of some kind. They didn't tell me. They kind of sent these to me in the dark. There was no explanation as to what they were going to send me. But let me open it up real quick and show you the bearings. I don't know what bearings are in here yet. You're going to learn this at the same time I'm learning it. And it looks like the same type of bearings. You flip it over here, and these two are also pressed in, so you won't be able to replace these bearings if you wanted to upgrade to ceramic or something like that, because you would probably need an industrial machine, an industrial press, to take these bearings out and replace them. But I would think that these were going to last you a long, long time. They probably won't wear out anytime soon, so I wouldn't worry about it. Do a little spin test on it. It's got the same type of beveled edge caps with the indentation so that your finger fits in there nicely, so it's easy to balance on one finger. So it's going to be easy to, if you're a more advanced spinner trick player than I am, then you'll be able to hop this from finger to finger to finger and back and forth much easier than you would, say, with a spinner like this that has just the plain flat cap. So these type of caps are much more suited for doing spinner tricks. So yeah, and I forgot, I didn't do a spin one. This one, so let me go ahead and spin it. see if you can hear that. It's not very loud, and you can tell looking at, or I can tell by the feel and by the how the spin rate, it's going to be spinning for a while. So let me stop that one and save it for the final spin test. And here is the third and final spinner they sent me. It comes in pretty decent packaging. It is nice. Let me get that out of the way. And yeah, just a nice yellow spinner with your typical 608 bearings for the counterweights. And you got plastic caps. And this one actually has an indented cap. I didn't notice that till just now. I thought it was a flat cap. But this one actually does have a curve on it. So it will help you when you're trying to learn how to do spinner tricks. Let's see, is this a... I'm sure it pops off. So let me pop it off. It is very well fitted, because it is taking a bit of an effort to get it off. And it looks like this one is actually, this cap may be a little bit, the part here may be a little bit taller than normal, so that's why maybe it was harder to get off, but it was really well fitted. So they are making some really good spinners. And this one, hey look, it's got the same type of bearings. So this one's going to be, most likely this one's going to spin longer than your typical stainless steel bearing spinner, simply because this one has smaller bearings in it. The smaller the bearing, the lower the rolling resistance, and so you get a longer spin and a smoother spin because there's more bearings in here. So if I can get zoomed in real close there so you can see it and get it out of the shadow. See if I can focus. Focus, damn you, focus. Yeah. Yeah, I really like these little tiny bearings. The tiny bearings like this are also in the TIE Fighter spinner and in one of the other spinners I have. And those are my longest spinning spinners, so I expect these to be pretty long spinning spinners. So let's see if I can arrange this so I can get everything on camera and spin them all three at the same time. And this is going to be tough. Let's see if I can, well, I may have to arrange them like this. See, make sure they all spin there. Yeah, it's still not working for me. I may have to edit this part out until I get it right. Get the focus right. Yeah, now they're in focus. Make sure everything doesn't touch when I spin them. Alrighty, let's see if I can fire the old phone up here. Come on. Come on, phone. There you go. Alrighty. I'm going to do this one first since I think this one's going to spin the longest, and then I'll do that one, and then I'll do the yellow one. And honestly, this one does not look like it's showing any signs of slowing down or sounding like it's slowing down. And that one looks like it's coming in second. That one looks like it's coming in third, but I think I didn't spin this one quite as fast as I spun the other two. So these are all coming in with really decent spin times, especially for a plastic spinner. I mean, getting over a minute, in my experience, is not very typical right out of the package, because usually they have oil in them, and the oil will need to be worked out of the spinner before it will get its maximum spin time. So it looks like that yellow one, it may cross the 20-second mark, the 1 minute 20-second mark, that is. Yeah, we're winding down. It's still moving just a little bit, so I'm surprised. It must be very good bearings in this one. 1 minute, 37 seconds, 38 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one at 1 minute, 41 seconds. And this one's still going. We may break the 2 minute mark on this the gold spinner. Yeah, 2 minutes. And considering I actually probably lost a second on that one because I spun it first and then had to spin the other two before I could hit the timer. Yeah, so I mean that's really, really nice for right out of the box spinning. 2 minutes and let's say 25 seconds. Go ahead and stop it right there. And so conservatively, let's say 2 minutes 25 seconds for this one coming in first. This one coming in second at about 1 minute 30 seconds. And I actually forgot where this one stopped, but I do believe I spun this one a little bit with a little bit less effort. So I would say at least 40 seconds to 50 seconds for this one. And see how it looks in the light. Give you a nice look at that. I mean, I like the feel of it. This aluminum tri-spinner like this is, I'm really impressed with it. I like it a lot. I wish I had a whole bunch of these to give away. So this one does have a pretty nice strobe effect. Let me stop that one. Let's see the strobe effect in this one. This is the first one I've had of this type, of this particular shape. It is a little bit louder, but it's also a little bit prettier. And it also spins the longest. So it's not real loud. It's just louder than the other two, I mean. And you see the faint little lines in the pattern it makes and the strobe effect. It's a very nice spinner. I really like this one. I'm really surprised that such a light spinner will spin for so long. Usually, you know, they got to be a little bit, in my experience, they got to be a little bit heavier in order to spin for 2 minutes or longer. And then we have the yellow one here. And as I said, I really like the thumb caps. It's going to be doing tricks a lot easier. This one's a little bit louder. It'd probably be a lot quieter if I sprayed it with some type of lubrication that had the PTFE additive to it. I do like the strobe effect. I'm not sure how many people like yellow, but I'm kind of a fan of yellow now just because of the colors it makes in the light. Like this strobe effect here. I tend to like black spinners, but yellow is coming in a good close second for me. Yeah, these are all really, really excellent spinners. I don't think you can go wrong with them. So yeah, let me show you the company name again, Jinshin Yu Electronics. And if you'd like to get a hold of them, here's their contact information, and I will also put it down in the description box below. I'll talk to you later.